This is the talk show that takes a no-holds-barred approach to politics, where truth and integrity are the standard and the Constitution honored. From Renaissance Studios, this is Champion News Talk Radio.
Good morning and welcome to another great edition of Champion News Talk Radio, your choice for the conservative voice. This is Carol Parisi. Today our founder, Jack Roser, and myself have a phenomenal guest with us, a very incredible woman for our Mama Grizzly month of May series. This is the third in the
Grizzly.
series. Yes. We have Dr. Barbara Bellar with us, and Dr. Bellar, your story is incredible. Not only, let's have you tell it. You're a doctor. What else? Let's hear a little more about who you are. And Dr. Bellar is running for the Illinois Senate in the 18th District and for our great state.
I'll start this off a little bit because I've known Barbara since she first got interested in political service here. Great. But she's got one heck of a list of credentials, and among them, she was a major in the Army. And I was a private most. I got corporal twice and got busted back. So I spent 3 years in the Army in the big war out in the Pacific and all as a private. And I don't respect some officers very much, but I'll salute that officer over there. Yeah,
Thank you kindly.
Oh yeah, she's got a marvelous educating career, and you'll hear more about that. And but I respect her a lot for what she's willing to do in politics and bring really a lot of education, talent, and forceful personality where it really is needed by this poor, suffering state of Illinois.
Dr. Bellar, let's hear a little bit about your story. Not only are you a doctor, you're an attorney, you were in the military, you were also a nun for the Catholic Church. What a broad spectrum of experience you bring forward. Why are you running at this time for the Senate for our state?
Basically, I mean, I appreciate the honor of being here, and I appreciate your kind words. And I have had a lot of opportunities. You know, we stand on the shoulders of those who've gone before us, and so many people have assisted me. In any case, my interest in running, I probably would summarize in two values. Number one, I think the main motivator is the sad, sad state of affairs in Illinois. It just looks like Springfield has everything it takes to take everything we have, you know, and we need to get a grip on that, you know. And then secondly, I think it's just, I feel I've reached a point in my life, it's been part of my goal plan, as I recommend people have a 1-year plan, a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan, and onward, that I think with the culmination of my experience in law, medicine, religion, ethics, the military, I believe that I'm, you know, well prepared to understand the issues, analyze them, represent the constituents well, roll up my sleeves, and I believe I'm definitely a candidate they can finally believe in, someone they can have faith in who will accomplish the right thing with integrity and honesty.
What do you think the biggest problem in Illinois today is?
Oh, you know, there's so many biggest problems in Illinois, but if I were to narrow the issues based on what I hear from constituents when I just go door to door, you know, and meet people, and that's where it's really all about. And the biggest thing certainly is jobs, you know, and taxes. These are the things I'm hearing from people. And it's, you know, it's all involved. We need to be more business friendly. You know, we've lost a lot of businesses in Illinois tremendously. I mean, people are leaving Illinois 1 every 10 minutes.
Why do you think that is?
Well, if I just take any of those points, but the small business, I'm very big on small business. It's the backbone of America. They hire more people than anybody else. And they are overregulated, overtaxed, over-litigated. Workman's comp needs to be reformed. There's so many factors of how we can become business friendly or even business reasonable, because now we're just so business horrendous.
Yeah, businesses are leaving here because there's no incentive to stay here. You tax someone up beyond capacity of profit. I mean, at the end of the day, a business is in business to make profit, not to provide for the government.
Well, the Senate committee just recently passed a new legislation that once again raises the minimum wage highest in the country, which is going to do nothing but increase the number of teen unemployment.
Yep.
Or there's going to be companies that'll just go elsewhere.
Well, companies will go ahead and to equalize that, they'll lay 1 or 2 people off, which puts more people on unemployment in an already broke state, and that they'll take that. How much did they raise it, Michael? Any idea?
They didn't say. I didn't see the legislation on it. I just know that it passed the Senate committee to go to the floor for regular vote.
You know, wage is based on merit, not because you show up. The whole idea of minimum wage, I understand the concept back in the day.
You're on a good point.
I understand the concept back in the day, but you know what? You work hard, you do well, you'll increasingly get more benefits and earn more money. And you're taking away incentive for folks.
Yeah.
But
Isn't the minimum wage just like the maximum wage? It's what works in the marketplace.
Yes. Right.
You can't raise wages to where you can't sell the product in the world market or the United States market either. So there's a limit on how much you can dole out in benefits and wages, and it's quite a nice art form of management to get it good enough that you're treating people well enough, but you aren't driving your product off the market.
Well, yeah.
It's the same thing at the bottom. Take the high schools. These idiots in Chicago, and I include the mayor in it, want to extend the school day. Imagine extending the school day in Chicago where half the kids that get into high school don't graduate. Now, the school system obviously stinks. It's a really bad thing. Now, they want to lengthen the day. I would say it's like having a crummy 10-egg omelet that kind of smells bad, and by putting 2 more eggs in it, you think you're going to make it any better? One of the bad things about a longer day is you're going to ruin it for the high school kids to have an after-school job. Right. They ought to be running a paper route or doing something to make a buck. They don't want to do that
lowly work anymore. High school
But
kids,
a longer school day, the next thing, the teachers are going to want even more pay beyond the outrageous crazy business that the teachers union is running. These people are avoiding doing the things they should about the mess, the big management mess that the K-12 system is. And they think they're going to help it by extending the day. These people are bloody nuts.
But isn't it helping the children? I mean, at least now the children have a place to be that's safe for them.
Oh,
they
you're
won't
way
be in
too
the
sympathetic.
Streets in Chicago.
I get it. You're taking the other side of the argument, making it ridiculous, and that's where it belongs.
Because it is ridiculous.
Yes, it is. Yeah. You know, I was talking to a woman that used to be a 4th grade teacher, mature woman, very, very smart woman, and I asked her, what do you do with the young kids that come to your class? And she said, well, the first thing I do is I said, give them my name, and I said, but you may call me Mrs. G, and I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to teach you.
Nice.
Sit down and I'll, obey, and I'm going to teach you. And she makes a serious business of it with little children. In short, she has imposed discipline. Well, she ought to be running the schools in Chicago because till you get them to sit down and be quiet, you aren't going to teach them much. And they're insulting the children and their parents by acting as though they couldn't be taught to read and arithmetic. And you must teach arithmetic because it has right and wrong answers. There's a lot more to be said on this, but I'm talking too much, Barb, and it's more about you.
You just said an operative word, which is called discipline.
Absolutely.
And obviously, Dr. Bellar, Attorney Bellar, Major Bellar, there was a certain amount of discipline that you incorporated into your life to achieve all of these things. And I think that is something that's very necessary in our state Senate right now is discipline on fiscal issues and discipline and political will to do the right thing to help our state.
Absolutely.
And you ran a last cycle as well, did you not?
Yes, I did.
And you ran for what position at that point? So you're a seasoned person in running for office.
I'm becoming more and more seasoned, and I have a great campaign manager, and we have a great pathway to victory, and I anticipate and am determined to give them a surprise upset. that's what's coming. But in any case, I just want to go back to the discipline. I would say
May I
it's
ask
been...
you what your particular area is where you're...
It's the 18th district, and of course they remapped, you know, the gerrymandering and
Oh,
the
yeah.
results of that. But in any case, it's all of Orland Park, all of Oak Lawn, Palos Hills, Palos Heights, Palos Park, very little bit of Tinley, Worth Township, Alsip Township, the 19th Ward of Chicago, which is Mount Greenwood, Evergreen Park, and Beverly. That pretty much carries it across.
My God, you really know the spot. Well, that's a reasonably well-to-do area. It's not poverty flats.
I think it's Middle America. The middle of Middle America is how I perceive it, yes. I just still wanted to mention on that comment, I think my personal philosophy has been that discipline yields excellence. There's no question.
Excellence.
Discipline yields excellence.
That is a good
it
saying. You know
really
what?
does.
We're going to come back from our break and we're going to hear more about how discipline yields excellence.